So Mike, we're here with your two family cars.
Yes.
We've got a diesel Ranger and a Tesla Model Y. Now, most Ranger owners would not be fans of EVs in general, yet here you are. They couldn't be more different from each other, night and day. What's it like owning these two very different cars?
It's very interesting. I mean, they're sort of polarizing vehicles, I suppose. I mean, just day to day jumping between the two of them is problematic. Just in actually the operation sometimes of me putting on windscreen wipers. It's like the whole thing of the indicators being on the other side, but exaggerated.
Yeah.
They're just entirely different. Quiet, I would say relatively luxurious for the price point, good sound, good nav, good everything, like charging for your phone, comfortable, etc. Loud,
Smelly.
bumpy, smelly, useless interface with your phone.
No technology.
Tiny kids get in this and they're like, "Daddy, that screen's tiny." Entirely different. You just couldn't get any more different. Environmentally less than ideal. Uses a lot of fuel. Uses a lot of everything. Uses a lot of energy. But it is a tool for what we do, or for what I do. I do need a vehicle of this type. There's gaps things that it can do that the Tesla just couldn't do.
So what would it take? We're looking at this Ranger and all the utilitarian purposes that it has on a farm property like this. What would you need from an electric version of this kind of car? What would you be looking for?
Yeah, it seems an obvious answer, but just the same with an electric motor. I mean, just the same functionality. And I think the biggest thing that's facing these cars is that they're about as aerodynamic as a brick. I don't know what's less aerodynamic. So the range to weight is just like staggeringly bad, and I don't know what. That's probably why we haven't seen so many of them come out. And I think I would need something with at least sort of 500 or more of range. Because when we're if we've got like cattle or whatever on the trailer, towing hay, the fuel usage, and I would imagine it's the same for energy usage for the electric, is probably twice. You use twice as much when you're towing anything. So if you've got a real world range of 500 in one of these cars, it's going to be more like 250 if you're towing. And you can't really pull up and charge if you're carrying like cattle or horses or whatever. So I do haul a lot of big stuff, huge bags of feed and grain and hay bales and things like that I would just wreck the Tesla. It would just destroy it.
Is clearance important to you?
It definitely.
This one's jacked up.
Yeah, it definitely is. Like, they're sort of fine how they come out the showroom, but we're down in very wet areas. It's sort of hilly and bush to the back of our place. We enjoy going camping with the kids and things as well, and I will always take this when we go camping, because you just don't know what you're going to face or where you're going to be on dirt roads. But
no camp mode in the Ranger?
No camp mode. No camp mode. No, definitely not.
But you can get to the campsite safely. Okay.
That's right. I mean, we like going, full off, not actual campsites, just away, like in the bush and in the forest and things.
And it's a diesel?
It's a diesel. It uses 10 to 12 litres per 100. And diesel around this area is probably 225 to up to 240 per litre now. So I think I worked it out. It's probably 8 times to 10 times more expensive to run.
Wow, 8 to 10 times.
I think so, yeah. I mean,
oh my God.
Based on like how we're using solar to charge. I mean, I don't think many people really use Rangers, Hiluxes, etc., for really their intended purpose. It always Hilux and Ranger are probably
top selling.
And then the Tesla's probably
third.
So, and they're completely different. But a lot of people see this as a family car. Over the Tesla. I mean,
How do you find the differences in family utility, like having the kids in the back?
Yeah, well, the Tesla is just like the winner every time. More space in the back.
Yeah.
Easily. Like we can have a look, but the space in the back is not good. The music is better. The entertainment's better. The comfort is better.
Yeah.
The sound is like the quietness is better. Like this doesn't even touch it.
Yeah.
In regards to comfort and long drives. It's just, obviously where we are, there's this illusion that a big car like this with a bull bar and blah, blah, is a safer car. But I don't know whether that really stacks up if you put it into testing.
Yeah. So tell me about the size difference.
Well, I think they obviously look a lot bigger.
Yeah.
But it's really a bit of an illusion. The cabin and the interior space on the Ranger is less. I would say is less than in the Model Y.
Yep.
And most people who choose this as, I want the family car, really would be better served by an electric car for cost, for space, for luggage. And like a ute is useless for like putting things in the back that you don't want to get wrecked.
Yeah.
Like, it does have a roller shutterized, but like water gets in there, like dust, dirt. Like whenever we're going anywhere, we end up with stuff piled between the kids because we don't want to put it in the back.
Yeah.
So it's this illusion that this is a bigger, better family car. I think that's really why they're such good sellers. I mean, they're great. They're great for a purpose.
Yeah.
But you'll be better served by something like the Tesla, and the Tesla probably comes in about the same price.
Yeah, I noticed the sticker price is pretty much the same, and then now you're talking about the cost savings that you'd have. Like,
absolutely.
You're gonna have a huge difference in lifetime cost between these two vehicles.
That's right, and they're hard on the tires because they're heavy.
Yeah.
The servicing is a lot.
Servicing, yeah, absolutely.
So, I mean, it's not too bad. I mean, for Ford, like, it's not too bad, but it's going to be more expensive, and you'll have a much nicer time in the Tesla. That's for sure. Suspension
differences?
Yes. Look, the Tesla still does run firm, but I've sort of got used to it now.
Yep.
And the other things do feel a bit wallowy after it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can really just, like, it comes into its own when you start picking up a bit of speed.
Yeah.
Like, not hooning it around, but it just feels very comfortable and planted. You never feel like you're on the edge, like anywhere near the limit of the Tesla, and it just sort of sits nicely on the freeway. If you have to dodge a few branches and things, and it just takes it in its stride. This, it's not soft, but it does have a lot more suspension and movement and will handle off-road. But again, how often are you really, really going off-road? I think people may be going off-road in their heads more than they are in reality.
Yeah. And what about the prospect of something like a Cybertruck? Would that interest you?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
If it came to Australia?
I think it would. I need to get my head around the design of the thing.
Yep.
It is so
polarizing.
Oh, it's just like next level. I want to like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, to be honest, at the moment, I think something like a Rivian is probably is a more palatable prospect for most people.
Yeah.
It's still just like the Cybertruck just instantly makes me think of Back to the Future.
Yeah.
It's DeLorean. It's like a massive DeLorean, and those cars, as old as they are, still look edgy now. It's crazy.
So yeah, something like a Rivian, if it came to our shores, same price point, would pique your interest.
Definitely, definitely. I mean, they sort of don't stick out too much. Yeah, they blend in. They do all the jobs. They address some of the things I've talked about with storage.
Yep.
And I have been to their website a few times and just been like, can I put a deposit? Can I put it? But I think they are quite a lot more expensive still. Like this, I paid $55 for this, but it's 5 years old. Now they're probably 65, 75, getting in that ballpark.
Yeah.
Of that. So
Ranges are going up and Teslas are coming down in price.
The value proposition is almost unbeatable.
Yeah.
I was looking at our accounts the other day. We've had our Tesla since May. It's now mid-November. We've spent $5,500 less on fuel than we had for the same period last year.
That's huge.
So, I mean, that's saving. I mean, You cannot hide from that.
Yeah.
People will say, oh, what about electricity? Has your electricity bill gone up? Well, not really, no. Just marginally. We're lucky here. We've got lots of solar and everything. But our electricity bill's probably only gone up by about $700. And I'd really put that down more to prices of electricity going up rather than the Tesla sucking more energy. So, yeah, it is certainly a cost saving. There's no doubt.
Yeah. So for the time being, sticking with this until something more compelling from the EV side
I think
comes along.
so. I can't quite bring myself to buy another diesel or petrol vehicle at the moment. If I could get my hands on a Rivian or similar tomorrow, I would trade this straight away.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even give it a second thought.
Nice. How much is this drive going to cost us?
About $3,000, I think.